everybody. Gnome here, server X160, proud deputy of the Diamond Dogs. You're looking for a good place to hang, some people to hang with, hit us up on Discord. Evelyn, um, Gnome, one of us, and maybe we can get you in the guild. Look for active people. We kind of been bouncing around top 50, you know. Number 8 at the best of our time, so that's not too horrible. Either way, could use some good, reliable, high-end people to kind of to lean on, so all of our sharks, all of our dogs can go flood the different spots in GC. So, anyhow, I wanted to get into this video about the Serpentide clan. I'm kind of going to go into a deeper dive. We're going to look at all the abilities of the champions. We're going to look at the one I went, which you just saw, which was the female. But yeah, let's really dive in deep. I can kind of tell you some of the synergies I found, what I'm looking at in my team building with these two champions, and they both have their strengths and weaknesses. So let me get into them. Let's go over the male first again. So I go over this in my breakdown video whenever they release the stats, but I hadn't really got a chance to test yet. So we'll go over it real quick, and then we'll just quickly get into group building with them, and then we will rock some gameplay, some arena. I can show you some of the Luxus tournament battles that I had the female in. That was pretty good. So let's get into that. Smoothie shop. Denver, Colorado, come by. Twisted Smoothie. Just getting my new storefront up and going, so good spot to record. Anyhow, Molten Serpent's the passive. Within 4 seconds after casting an active skill, so 4 seconds after using an active, the normal attacks and skills will deal extra damage, 60% of strength, additionally gaining 30% life steal. So he's healing himself after he uses his active. All of his other abilities are doing more damage after his active. And just a little preface, his active is there. It can have its cooldown reduced. So you might be using an active and then quickly using another active if you have the right team built for them. And we'll maybe practice some of that. See how it does in this example. If enemy champion dies within 10 seconds of receiving the caster damage, so at any point, if he damages someone, if they die within 10 seconds, he'll evolve, and it goes up to 2 times. So the first evolution, so one of the enemy dead, his crit rate is increased by 30. Basically, with the combination of his clan trait, which is plus crit rate for the first 15 seconds, I believe, then there's a high chance that he's going to be critting nonstop once he gets somebody to die real quickly. So with that being said, him and the female are really good pairing, and we'll go over that later. So the second evolution is the active skill steals the target's energy. So instead of him just taking it away from him with the active skill, he'll actually keep the energy and be able to start chaining his ultimate, which is pretty awesome. I might have gone with the wrong champion with this. I tend to do that, but hey, I still have a chance to build him. I think he's really cool, and I think he would go really well in conjunction with the female. Um, Maybe a team that doesn't require an Ascavard, because most metas are requiring Ascavard to be efficient these days, it looks like, and so, or at least where I'm at. And if you have the female and him, the female goes invulnerable for the first 5 seconds or so, and she goes behind the lowest constitution opponent, and very awesome to start the battle. And so she does quick damage, and then he, with his active here, he quickly rushes behind the target with the lowest um, constitution, and so he'll probably be on her target. So could go really well together. Might be something we can try in some arena battles. So quickly rushes behind the target with the lowest current constitution, making 4 guaranteed hit attacks with a dagger. So no dodging his hits, no blocking his hits, I'm guessing. Dealing a total of 520% strength damage. That's pretty dang good because they all hit. So you get 4 on hit if you choose to use it. So if you have impair on him, it'll stack up to what is it, 3 times I think. So he'll get guaranteed 3 attacks in there. Each attack also reduces the target's energy by 50 points. Now here's something we need to also test. Is that compatible with female Almat's ultimate to increase that by an overall an additional 60, which I would imagine, so what is that, 4 seconds, so 200 points plus an additional 60 divided by 4, that's like 80 something, yeah, something like that, I think. Anyhow, that's reducing a lot of energy, which is nice. And so in battle, the caster's active skill cooldown is reduced by 12% each time an ally uses an active skill. So anyone that uses active skills really quickly, like think female Kavak, if anyone's got a lot of points invested in her, she might go really well with this champion. Um, you'll see the female has a way to reactivate her active a lot. And so that combined with this cooldown reduction here, that could be pretty nice. We'll try to figure out some more people that use their active more often, or people that have active reductions in some way so that they can go off more frequently. And then let's get into the ultimate. And remember, once he gets the second evolution, he's stealing that 200 energy there. And so over 4 seconds. So he steals 200 energy. And that allows him to just, look at this. So summons the Serpent King to bind the current target for 4.5 seconds. The target cannot move while bound and takes true damage, meaning it's stunned while bound. Like can't move or do anything, I think, if I recall. And it takes true damage equal to 250% of the caster's strength every second. So that's 4 seconds is 1,000 plus half of 250 is 125%. So 1,125% strength damage over 4.5 seconds. After the bind ends, the Serpent King enters the target's body, dealing extra true damage. So here's more damage, and it's still true damage, equal to 15% of the target's lost constitution up to 20 times the caster's strength. So that's really nice. Lost constitution. So imagine if they have 200 million constitution and they've lost 100 million. So you would do an additional 15 million on top of that strength damage that you did every second. So up to, which is 20 times 10, it's like, that's plenty, you'll be fine. Like 20,000. And then you're doing, or 20 million, and you're doing 15 million. Inflicting fear for 2 seconds. So there's a crowd control right there. That could go really well with the new Guardian. That can go really well with Melwater and Son. It can go well with just keeping somebody. So they're bound for 4.5 seconds. And then they're feared for 2 seconds. So somebody is crowd controlled for 6.5 seconds. Now, here's something that could be interesting. Pair this guy up with the male polar bear. The polar bear, not the panda bear. And when you pair him up, that increases the duration of all binds and whatnot. But I think it's 60% at level 15. So that would give you, so oh my goodness, that's nuts. So think of 60% of 4.5 is going to be about 3, maybe a little less than 3. So that's 7.5 4.5 seconds there, and then the fear is 3 seconds. That's 10 seconds crowd control with the polar bear amplification. This is just a guess, but that could be really intense if you think about it. Anyhow, after the bind ends, so they're taking a ton of true damage, and it's true damage. So it eats through armor, it eats through strength resistance, I believe. It eats through everything. So it's just straight damage. Uh, if the target is killed by the Serpent King or dies during the bind, the caster gains 200 energy. So remember, he's gaining energy, stealing it with his active as soon as two people die. And then now he's gaining energy from killing people with his Serpent King, or if at any point they're bound, then he gains an additional 200 energy. So think about this. This is a champion you're going to want to put energy regen on. You could potentially put focused on if you have pure heart or a way to break Volko so he can use his ult really quick. But he takes somebody completely out of the battle. And then don't forget, after he uses his active as part of his passive, his normal attacks and skills will deal extra damage, so an extra 60% strength damage, and they gain 30% lifesteal. So all that damage he's doing with his ultimate, if it's right after an active, which it most likely would be, because you'd probably you got to have the pure heart be able to allow him to use his ult earlier if possible, because he is attacking pretty fast too. Because remember, he's an assassin. Um, he doesn't seem to get any attack speed, so you're going to need to make sure you have the stone thrower trait on your team so that he gets attack speed from that. So this just reduces, this has a quick hit. It reduces when someone uses an active. Yeah, he doesn't gain, he's more of like a caster. He's more of like a samurai type. Really cool. So if the target is already bound when cast, the bind duration is extended by 4.5 seconds, and the Serpent King's damage dealt to the target increases by 20%. Wow. So 1,125% times 20% is an extra, say, 230 or whatever, 210. And so, wow, that's so about 1,400% strength damage on the second one, and then they get the fear again. I see. I think, yeah, because it's extended. Oh, it just says the Serpent King's damage. Oh no, it says I don't know if the bind's damage is increased by 20%, but guaranteed the 15% of the lost constitution is increased. Damage increase is unstackable. That is a cool champion. I'm sad I didn't go him. I won't lie. And he casts his active so fast. Like you'll see, he's so fast at it that I think it goes but before normal actives, I would say. Here's the females at the start of battle. So this is just like an Ascavard or a Dawnbreaker. How at the start of battle they have, so they instantly cast whatever it is. She teleports behind the enemy with the lowest current constitution percentage. So I'm assuming that's normally going to be the front row tank, because I see it happening a lot because they get pecked a couple times by auto attacks. They're the first one to take damage, so she tends to jump to them. But think about it. If you're defending a tower and someone rolls up on you, she's going to start off the battle teleporting to the lowest constitution. So basically, the weakest person on their team, she's trying to finish them off really quick. So she's great at defending towers. That's what I can say about that. So she might be really good in a team that is set to defend towers, maybe has longer or nice longevity while she just goes around and assassinates people. So that when she does this, she deals damage equal to 240% of her strength and marking the target for 10 seconds. That's not a lot of strength damage, but hey, better than nothing. During the mark, the target's energy recovery on hit is reduced by 60%. So as they get hit, they're going to recover less energy, which is awesome. So she's got an energy dampening ability while they're marked. And the caster's damage to the marked target is increased by 45%. That's significant. Now think about that in conjunction with a male Kojiki. Male Kojiki would give her, I think it's 30% damage from his passive. So that's an extra 75% there between the two. And then if she is in his active, which is the furthest target, then she's getting an additional 20% damage. That's 95% extra damage right off the bat. And that's for 10 seconds. So think about this. If the target dies during the mark, this skill is cast again. So she gets to jump. So whatever she does in the first 10 seconds needs to be powerful. And upon the first cast, the caster gains immune to targeting for 5 seconds. So she's basically keeps her safe and everyone kind of gets their targeting settled. And that makes it really nice. So she can kind of, if you have a tank in the front row, she can kind of jump and be immune if she's going against a fresh tank on their team. Uh, so at the start of the battle, oh, sorry, we read that. That was her active. Oh, wait, sorry, we're on her active. Here's her path. Here's her active. Sorry. Commands a venomous snake to bite the target. So this is her active, and she uses this right after she's immune for 5 seconds. So she's most likely going to be able to use this. Now remember, this is going to get 95% increased damage to the target. So I know it says 600%, but it's got an extra 95% damage increase at the end of the calculation. So, and this poisons them for 5 seconds. So not only are they marked where their energy is dampened while they're taking hits, but they're poisoned for 5 seconds. While poisoned, the target cannot restore con. So it's an anti-healing. She's definitely an assassin. And 50% of any healing received is converted into direct damage. So if they get any healing from male Akuna, male Spider, female Ho, if they get any healing from, and remember, this is normally the tank. So if they have a male Water and Sun, this is a counter because male Water and Sun is going to throw their healing over time on them. So, but think about it, 50, they're still getting, oh no, and they're not getting healed. So they're just taking damage from the heal the whole time. That's really cool. And it resets after using a passive skill. So whenever she teleports to, oh, so she is guaranteed to use this because she starts the battle off. And then that instantly should reset her active. So she should use her Venomous Bite really quick right after she teleports every time. And then her ultimate is she releases a tidal wave of snakes to attack the target, dealing damage equal to 900% of strength. Now, remember, the target is marked for 10 seconds, but that's from the beginning. That's from the beginning of the match. And so that's when they take an extra 95% damage if you have a male Kojiki on the team, let's say. And so, um, if she has a pure heart, she's going to potentially be able to use this right, or she might need energy though. So maybe an energy regen would be good on her with a pure heart. That makes me a little sad because I might have to take off some of my abilities. Because the point is, you want her to use this ultimate. Look at this. This is like a finisher, basically. And then if they're marked, well, if this kills them, then guess what she's going to do? she's going to jump to another target. So releases a tidal wave of snakes to attack the target, dealing damage equal to 900% of strength. So it sounds like it's instant 900%. And if you're dealing 95% more damage from other things, like she can also get a 20% damage increase from the male arbiter. So he uses his active like that. So she'll have that on her instantly. And every time she uses her active, she would trigger the male arbiter's active, I believe, or passive. I think it's when anybody uses an active, he gets a charge. So she could potentially charge him up really quickly. So if you group up the enemy to allow his ultimate to come down and hit him after she's charged him up, that could work out pretty nice. So the damage ignores the target's strength resistance, awesome, and increases by up to 50% based on the target's lost constitution. Damage increase reaches its max when the target's current constitution is below 30%. So think about all the damage she just did from her active, the venomous bite, and then how much her ultimate just did. And it does up to 50% more. So of that 900%, you're going to get an extra 450% plus whatever boosts. So that's 1350 from her right there. If they're below 30%, so it's like a finisher basically. Bam! The snakes are just going hungry. So if the target is killed, which you're hoping it does, the snakes will then swarm the nearest enemy, dealing another round of damage again. Wow. And see, she needs attack speed, so male Kojiki could go really well with her. Not to mention, he's putting a silence on some of the enemies, preventing them from being able to do major damage to her. That could be really good. Oh, wow. Okay. I need to put different traits on mine. Maybe I'll give y'all a little showing of that. So I have her to 700 with 62 vigor. She looks really awesome, but I don't know if I can have that because the moral of the story here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we really need energy bad for her. Like she needs to be able to use that ultimate really quick. Now, it would be nice for her to be able to use it frequently, so energy regen would be good. But don't forget, when she first gets there, she gains immune to targeting for 5 seconds. So what that means is no skill might hit her to give her that energy when she needs it. So let's look at this real quick. Let's look at energy regen. And I'm going to use the level 18 because that's the level I have it at. So, energy is gain 200 energy when taking active skill or ultimate attack damage. You have to take the damage. So, if you're immune from the damage for 5 seconds, and then they've already used their actives, you have the potential of losing out on that 200 energy. Now, the other option is something that could be interesting, and we can maybe try both of them if y'all are patient. Or I'll do a follow-up video where I change up some of these and we'll test them out because I don't want to put you through that. Or maybe I can clip it in later. I don't really know how to do that. So what I'm thinking is having male Kochiki on the female to boost her. Instead of having him on the female Dyer, which I normally would do, having him on the new female. She's got plenty of vigor, enough for us to kind of try this out. And look what it does. It increases the attack speed by 30% and damage dealt by 25%. So she was dealing 45% more with the other ability, plus 25, so that's 70% more damage. And if she's in his circle, it's an extra 20% damage from this right here. So damage dealt is increased by 20%. So that's 90%. Sorry, it's not 95, but 90% is really good. Not to mention anything that he's healed, and you can kind of put buffs on him. buffs I really need to put. I don't need hulking really. I kill way too fast. Hulking adds 5%, I think, 5% strength. So maybe I will do that, but also I kind of want a high spirited, the 15% from the nine-tailed, the Ho clan. So I might put that on him because he looks really cool with that. But with that, I'll probably have to maybe get rid of his, no, because I'm going to keep energy regen, move it over. So I'll have to get rid of his honorable, meaning I'll have to keep him a little bit more protected. He dies quick enough as it is. So, yeah, but he could also carry the, because look, he gives a ton of attack speed there as well, which she needs it by 30%. And then she'll get healed when he gets healed. And that might just keep both of them in the game a little, or keep her in the game at least a little longer. So let's kind of look at the team. I've been playing around with the team and I haven't got to any good conclusion yet. So I had this fella in it, but I think we're looking more at something like this. Fast damage, male Ascavarg. I would rather not have him, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to put her over here. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going nope, yeah, we're going to do that. So she definitely needs to get his buff and, oh, she'll get his attack circle. So we could technically put him over here, which works out a little better. So Mel Escobar should give them all crowd control for a little bit as they run in. Male Kojiki's going to buff her. I'm going to put High Spirited on him, so both of the back line will get 15% more. I'm going to put a different trait on Male Escobar, and I'll walk through that later on in a Nomish School of Strategy, so stay tuned if you want to catch that. It's going to be really cool. I got kind of go through my configuration and why I have who, what, when, where kind of thing. But this is nice because this allows me to relink some different champions, and this is kind of what I wanted to do anyways. So this works out really nice because I can come back in and relink. You got to take advantage of this so you can at least have two champions or four champions, depending on how many keys you got. So now he's fixed up. I'll have to go through and fix up my other teams, but yeah, because I really like this team. This works out better than you think. So even something like that. I like giving him male Esterier's shield. Really, really nice lineup there. And potentially for the top team, if I get a champion to guard Romulus, everybody else is pretty self-sufficient. With the dodge from the female Dyer, the male Kojiki can heal himself and have tanky traits, and all in the essence of doing a lot of damage really quickly. So that's kind of what we're going to play with here. That's kind of our team build a little bit. Let's try some arena out a little bit. I think everybody has the right gear and whatnot. So first we're going to start off with a weaker team just to kind of see how it does. Ors has got a really good team. Or here, maybe we could just do this. Take out some champions. We'll kind of do something more like this. And remember, I wanted the circle to go around her, so I'll put him right there. Alright, it's a little closer, Ors. Sorry. I kind of a little ahead over you, but you're really strong, so I wouldn't be surprised if you beat me. I just want, okay, so She jumps in there really quick on the female Lionstone, and I don't know if she's used her active yet, but the poison worked out really well. There's some ultimates going off. She's still got her shield, and she's getting healed by male Kojiki, but she didn't need it. Male Ascavarge probably could have used it. Good job, dude. Let's see how damage output was. Ooh, even male Kojiki had more than she did, which is a little discouraging. But remember, male Kojiki and female Dyer have AoE damage, where this assassin is more single target unless she can start bouncing around. So let's fight Pluto here. And don't forget, when I have Romulus in here, which this is a closer battle with it, Romulus is able to bounce things off people. So with that being said, let's also give Romulus some of the circle. We'll run in with those people. And then let's have, actually, like this, because Romulus will use his active on the closest person to him, most likely the P1. And then female Dyer will be auto-attacking that champion, and that champion will take more damage due to Romulus's active. So let's give it a shot. And then male Ascavarge is going to run down the female Dyer. Hopefully interrupting the active would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, it did happen. I spoke too soon. Maybe I'll start doing that a little more often. Um, Let's try Pamiar here. So this is a big overstretch. Romulus against Romulus. He's got a higher level male water and sun. And look at his Grim Reaper. Doesn't that look so awesome? Like he's stuck with the male Soul Keeper. Ace married mine away, which is a bummer. Alright, there's my male Kojiki. His Bloodcraft was able to use his, oh, we got the win. My Mel Kojiki went down. And remember, I need team buffs. I need to like change around all my traits. So here's Muff, complete equal match. So Muff doesn't have Bulko yet. So got a very big disadvantage. But has all the sprites up there really high. Alright. So yeah, let's try this again. So I could give my damage bonus, my 25%, to female Dyer, which might be good, or I could put the 761 level on her, on my assassin, and see if that helps with anything, and get her some more vigor here in the next marriage challenge, and see if she could really make a difference. Like, problem is she doesn't do true damage also. That would be nice, where the male does. So she whoops in there, she did kill someone, and then she's able to bounce around. Now remember, part of her crazy amount of damage is her being able to use her ult. So with that, we really do need a pure heart on her, and that would make things a little better. Don't don't believe Grawl. Grawl's a phony. Look at this. Like, look at those stacked champions. Hey, Grawl, how did you get your level up for your Guardian? Can you put the Guardian in the shrine to be one of the champs to get a level up? And then here's another question. If you do, can you link a Bloodcraft champion to your Guardian? That'd be interesting. I wonder if that's the case. If anyone knows the answers to those, throw it down in the comments if you don't mind. Alright, so you all want to see some male highlights here? So we kind of saw my little setup with the female. Or here, let's try the female a little bit more here, but let's do something like this. Who's a survival artist? Honestly, this dude totally is. So let's throw him in here with her. He'll increase her crit rate, which is really nice with their clan trait. Who else do we got? Let's have a little protection here. I don't think he has anything leveled up. We'll go with this. Alright, let's see how it goes. So now she's got extra strength from Fumi? Okay, so she goes behind one, and then she gets distracted with Romulus, which is good. But she's not able. See, this is why she needs her. She needs her ultimate ASAP. She needs a pure heart, or she needs an energy regen, so she can throw it off right at the 10-second mark as soon as bulk goes off. And I think that might be what I do for her. I think I'll test that first. An energy regen. So as soon as the 10 seconds go off, executor is really good. So we'll try this. But as soon as the 10 seconds go off, then she's ready to go with her ultimate. She's got all of her energy saved up from the energy regen. So she'd start taking it now. She's got a huge shield though. She's going to have an even bigger shield now from the male limestone. Wow. Oh, but he does not have any gear, but he's really trying to ult it up. So there she threw the snakes out. I feel like it was a little delayed. And then the female Nereid goes down. Nice. Let's see the stats on that. See, look at this guy. Furu. Furu did double her damage. And he's got less vigor even. And I know a lot of that's AoE, so it's kind of disguised damage a little bit, because she's just trying to whittle people down individually. So that's why if you put her with the, like let's do this. So her active will hurt people so much that the assassin will be able to finish someone off with her active. That's why they're a good combination together. So she jumps in there, she's immune, and then the mark triggered, and so she's able to bounce around now. And let's kind of look at the damage from this. Female Dire should, oh wow. Oh boy, I'm starting to think maybe I picked the wrong champion. Um, because the male looks really good. Let's fight some ores here. Let's fight them with this team real quick, see how we do. But remember, it is single target damage, so let's really pay attention here. She jumps behind the tank, and then she goes for the male water and sun. She came out of her thing, got stunned, but now she's jumping around to the individual champions and finishing them off. There was her active. She hasn't ulted yet though. She was like the last champion to ult because she's using her active so much. But that's why we really want that ult to go off. Yeah, I can't think of what to do. Alright, we'll check out stats here. So let's try it with Malume. Let's really force this. And then, how about female Kojiki? I don't know if I have her leveled up at all, but we'll try this. Because we need more energy. So she teleports back. She's immune. Male Lume should use his active maybe now. Okay, she's still not full energy though at the 10-second mark. So we need an energy regen or we need an ambitious just so that she uses. Look at the snakes. Look at them go. Look, they're swarming all over Romulus right now. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, I don't think. They're still trying to carry it out. There's the snakes. Oh, the snakes. Look at that. That time they did quite a bit of damage. It didn't last that long though, so, oh, you kind of need that mark. You need to be able to kill people, at least one person within 10 seconds. That's why mixed with female Dire, it's a really good combination, but hey, way to go. Who was this again? Let's see. Staz, good job. You well earned victory there. So I'm coming back at you though, Stas. We're gonna test out the male real quick, but I'm gonna put him with a better support group because he is a low level shrimpy. Yeah, this guy's got nothing right now. All right, here he is. So let's get him in here. He's got an awesome ultimate. He's got an awesome thing if people die. So maybe we'll put him with her. Try that out. Let's get a male Kojiki in there, kind of support cast. You know what I mean? And then we want his active to go off more. So my female Kavak has all level 1 skills, like, but she she doesn't have any armor, I don't think. But we'll see how it does. She'll kind of jump backwards with her active. And then let's get some kind of tank just to keep them on their feet. Let's do a male Escobar. That's too much. How about somebody that heals, but I don't have her leveled up. Let's just do Mel Lume again. Yay, go Mel Lume. That kind of boosts it up pretty heavy though. Let's get somebody a little weaker. How about a female hoe? No. That answered my question. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Yeah. I want. He's not leveled up really, but I just need to get a mythic so that I can boost him. Sadly, he's a great champion. He uses his active really quick, so watch how fast he uses his active. Watch for female Kavak's active right there. So the male is not full energy yet. It was the Kavak who was able to go off early. It was the male Kojiki who went off early. The male finally used his bind. And who's his bind around? Oh, it's around the female Nereid, but she's immune while she's in her ultimate. That sucks. Oh, wow. So the male's down. My female's still up with the male Kojiki connected to her. If he could just do a heal. Oh, she got destroyed by Romulus there. Female Quebec, you're so worthless. You have no vigor. Oh, good job. Was that Staz again? Staz? You are kicking my booty. Alright. Now we're not playing around now. If I see you again, we're going at it. Alright, we're going to fight Cluedo here. Let's give some support to the male. No Kivak. We're going after Cluedo, so we're going to put the... There we go. I think this might be a little not fair, but let's see if the male gives us any fun here. Okay, the male's having to run up, and he finally, once he gets there, he was so late to the party. He used his active, though. And remember, he does true damage with his ultimate, so if you get him to do damage, he's going to rock it. Alright, let's see here. Let's try to get him. So I'm going to take out male Kojiki, or I'm going to put male Kojiki on her, on the assassin. But I'm going to have the male get affected by male Ascabard. Maybe something like this. Let's check it out. Problem is, remember, the male needs his lifesteal after he uses his active. He needs that lifesteal to just stay in the battle. See, he teleported behind there. He's taking a lot of damage, but there's the bind. That was a beautiful bind. Look at that. So I don't know. People have died, so he's transformed twice, or he's evolved twice. Uh-oh, Melwater and Sun just pulsed. Okay, just he went down. Let's see how he did with nothing. Hey, he did about half as much as Melko Jiku, who's got all kinds of stuff. So, not too much further than the female either. And look at this guy. He took a beating. That's the problem. You have to make him a little tankier, even though he needs heavy energy regen. And so, I think for the female, I'm just going to maybe try energy regen first. See if we can just get her to go off. If she can go off with her snakes quickly, then I think that would be worth it. So we'll do some other male ones in a second, but I want to check this with Pamya. So remember, I'm putting him over here. And then who was going to be my? Oh yeah, Romulus. You guys get to see Romulus in action. So this should work out. She will get the active bonus damage from Mel Kojiki, who got in there. She threw hers. His is down. The silence is down. Silence is golden. Boom. Slicing and dicing. Let's look at the damage output. She did more than Romulus. Double Romulus. Romulus needs some love. And also, remember, he's in the front row, so he wasn't getting a lot of the sprite buffs or anything. She did double Melkojiki, which makes sense. He landed everybody in his orb, or his symbol on the ground. Alright, so let's go do some Valley. So I'm going to complain again in this video. My teams are around 300 million. And they put me in here with people that have about 500 million. And it makes it not so fun. Like if I can ever find their team 2s or 3s, it's great because I actually get a decent battle. But if I don't find someone that's fair, it's not fun at all. So, okay, let's see what we got here. I've been kind of harassing over here. So sometimes they have their champions after they kill me, they set them here. And if that's the case, that'd be nice, because then we can try the female Serpentide. Serpentide. Alright, so let's see who they got here. Probably got some of the people that are making... Yep, it's Pal. This player makes the game unfun for everybody. Nobody likes playing with or against this person, and they should be playing in a much higher tier, but for some reason they just like to be a big fish in a little pond, and it's really disappointing because they ruin the game for everybody. Good job. Well, let's see who's up here in red. We got 2 people we can battle. So Inrin, that's a tough meta right there. But maybe we can try it. Maybe we can give it a shot. I think that might be our only option. Pow's up there. Let's see who's here. This is probably, yep. Oh boy, who would have guessed? It's Pow again. Oh boy. And he makes the same teams, and they're very boring meta teams, and it just makes the game not fun. He's a terrible player. When he's actually around my level, my power. See, all my teams are 300. When he's around my power, I whoop him. So, like, he's nothing special. Likes to pretend he is though. Likes to bully people. But oh well. One day maybe he'll go up and play people higher. So this person's 558 million. 558 million. Let me show you my team. Let me show you my team's power. My team's power is 335 million. 215 million more than my team. That's almost double my team's power. How is anyone expected to go against those people with that difference in power? So, Go Games, whatever you're using for your algorithm, it's not working because you have players like Pal who should be up in a higher tier with different players that'll actually give that player a challenge. And then the lower tier people, the lower ranked teams, 300 million should be around other people that are about 300 million. You know, I could take on 400 millions, but man, this is ridiculous. So we're going to test our team here. I'm not guessing it's going to be good results, but hey, if we're surprised, then maybe we'll giggle a little bit. So here we go. Disappointment ahead. So we rush in, both male Ascavargs, Romulus on Romulus. Hopefully mine will be able, okay, good. Mine use is active, but mine also died. I still have my female Dyer up, with my male Kojiki being able to heal the assassin. The assassin's feared, though. My female Dyer is down. Did we even kill anybody? We might have killed one person. Oh, maybe we killed the male water and sun. Oh! The female Dyer killed the male water and sun. That's really cool. Or not the female Dyer, but the assassin. So you can see the assassin's damage here. It's second to Romulus's. Romulus got a really nice active off before he died. And maybe I just need to build him with a little bit more early survival. And maybe then I could have a fighting chance against players that are almost double my power. Um, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, sorry gang. I know it's disappointing. Goat Games could help me make much better content if their Valley matchmaking was a little bit better. It's going off your total might or something, and I feel like none of my might is in my teams. Maybe it's the Celestial Bonds, but I've been maxed forever, and I imagine all these people are maxed with their just stacks part of the Celestial Bonds. And so, anyhow, so you guys kind of got to see how this isn't very fun with players like Pal who ruin the game for others. Thanks, buddy. You're great. Not. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah, we could check out some Luxus battles that I had. Oh, oops. There we go. Qualifying stage. Hmm. So in this one, the female actually died, but I had the male Corbett in here. Let's give it a look here. So Ascavarge in there, so is the Corbett. Oh, the Corbett died really quick. The female Dyer, oh, just down to that last uh Fumi. Fumu. Fuji. Okay. That was a little disappointing. Let's see what we got here. So look at this one. Look at the difference in this. Let's see what happens. Runs in. Romulus is able to use his active. No, he didn't get his active off, but female Dyer got him all low. And then the assassin does kind of sit in there and finish up the job, but she kind of needs to get the kill. So if she doesn't get the kill, she can't start snowballing. So she's almost like a male soul keeper in that regard. So here's a champion that I died to that's pretty similar. Let's see what happened here. Okay, it looks like my Romulus and Mel Corbett died too quickly. Um, I have a theory on that, which I'll bring up in the yeah, I have a couple theories I want to go over with y'all about that. I think that can be changed in some of this regard. But I'll go over it in the Nomish School of Strategy. I think that'll be good for people. So here's an asylum person, 501 million to my 320 million. And apparently I got the victory. Let's see what happened. My male Corbett was able to, oh, no, he died instantly again. So did my Romulus. Looks like my female. Oh, the assassin and the female Dyer finished it up. They're a great combination, I think, and they look cool together as well. Now, the new female has the ability to. Uh, it's interesting. She has the ability to raise her crit rate with her clan trait for the first 15 seconds. So it's almost meant to go along with Plume Dance. But if the fight extends past the first 15 seconds, then she's not doing as much. But the point is, we really need that ultimate to go off more. So we'll do a follow-up video with some more testing, or I'll put it in the Nomish School strategy just so that I can move on to the Nariad video. I know a lot of people are wanting me to get back to the old clans that I missed, so I'll try to do that. Alright, so, and then in the knockout stage, if you want to see how ridiculous it is, the opponent difficulty they put me against. Where is it? Oh, that's 64. Here I am. 883 million to dun dun dun, 2747. I guess it's just how it all comes down. But that was pretty cool. Where else can we test? I don't really have the dungeon descent up high enough, but what we can do though is potentially just look at the male. Let's see what he can do. So he is active is the 4 quick guaranteed hits. There he goes. And then now for 4 seconds afterwards, he did more damage with his normal attacks. And so he's kind of slow to build energy, and you need the energy as quick as possible with him. So I would recommend energy regen for sure. You're going to want brutal, of course, so that's 2 traits. For me, I think he needs that early survivability. You saw in some of the arena fights how he died really quickly. Or sorry, he didn't die quickly, but he took a lot of damage quickly. So enemies are focusing on him, and he has no ability to help himself other than his life steal. So what I might suggest is steadfast on him. And if you don't have steadfast, if you have energy harness, the thing is, life steal is only good if you're missing life. Well, he's more likely to be missing some life if he has steadfast, because it's a smaller shield that rejuvenates as the battle goes on. It's 200% strength at level 22, whereas energy harness is like 750% strength, but it only lasts for the first 15 seconds, or until, it's knocked off. So here's the thing. He uses his active really quick. You just saw how quickly he used that. As soon as he got to the enemy, he used it basically. And so what you really want to do is you want to have him where he's going to have that life steal going. And to do that, maybe a steadfast would work better. So we're looking at energy regen, steadfast. We're looking at brutal. So that's 3 abilities that I would potentially go with. And then maybe an honorable as well, because again, he is targeted a lot. So you're going to need, I would say pure heart, because you want his ult to go off ASAP, and with that energy regen, you might as well have that ult going off. Because again, it puts somebody completely out of the battle. And if you combine that with the Polar Bear's ultimate, that it extends bind and stun durations and whatnot, I think that that could be really deadly. Like, that needs to be tested. Along with female Almat as well, because female Almat, if she amplifies this guy's his, like, I'm looking real quick to see when he steals energy. So he just used his active on that last person. Okay. And remember, if someone dies from his ultimate, he gets 200 energy. And it's a high chance that someone is going to die from his ultimate. So he jumps, he quickly uses his active. And after he uses his active, he has life steal and he does more damage. But you can see he needs that energy regen. There was a huge period where he was just trying to gain energy. And that's not going to work. Don't forget, every active that's used decreases the cooldown of his active by 12%. So if it takes, 10 seconds to regenerate or whatever, every cast of an active is going to reduce it by 1.2 seconds. So that could be really nice because his active is awesome. He goes to the weakest enemy and he basically focuses on him with true damage from his ultimate. I think that's what we haven't been able to see very well yet, is how well that ultimate does. Because look, he just used it on her, and these people are dying from it. But each time they die, he's supposed to gain 200 energy from it. So again, let's check that out. Let's see if people are losing energy too. Because when he uses his active, they're supposed to lose some energy over 4 seconds. Okay, but he just killed her, so I think I saw something pop up. Alright, let's use that active again. Alright, there he goes. Here's the ult. She died. He gained. I saw 100 energy gained, but I think he's supposed to gain 200. Maybe if it's not leveled up, he's not going to gain that. So let's go see. I can't believe the last boss on the first dungeon level was the boss. Like, oh, that's really aggravating. Alright, so let's see. Let's check this dude out where I got him at. Where are you, buddy? You're down here, aren't you? Alright. Am I just blind? There he is. So, okay, he's got level 6 stuff. Let's see. The caster gains 160 energy. If it dies at any point during the ult, he should be gaining 160 energy. Did y'all see any energy gain during that? So, we do need to put him with a female Almat and do that testing. And then also somebody that just uses their active a lot. So maybe we should do that now. Yeah, let's try. Some good testing. Because I really like her concept, but I might have gone the wrong champion. You all have seen how powerful the male can be. And he's got true damage with his ult. I haven't even seen him chain his ult yet. And I think that's how his mechanic is that he just keeps somebody completely locked out of the battle. That's really nice. So we're going to try female Almat with him. Even though she might just be way too powerful. I might have to reset her. Because I tested with the Void. I don't think the Void is amplified by female Almat. Which, Go Games, if you're watching that, I wish you would fix that. That'd be nice. So what else did we want? We wanted like female Kavak, because she can use her active a lot. I wanted to show you the synergy between these two, if we can get there. I don't think we really can. And then who else? The male Kojiki. Maybe put him on him, just to be able to heal him and protect him a little more. He needs more energy is what he needs. Alright. But I think it was more entertaining to watch some of the arena, wouldn't y'all say? Let's jump back a little bit. I think I'm running over an hour now, so I will, I'll kind of do a few more with the mail so y'all can see. I saved up lots and lots of tickets for this. So we'll fight ores with the mail. But we'll give them like that support cast that looked pretty good. My champions, a lot of them only have level 1 abilities, but my female Almat should be able to just get in there and tear people up. So we want to protect this fella. Maybe give him a male Esterier to kind of protect him. That could be a possibility here. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's bring her over here. Let's bring in that male Esterier to protect him. Because he does taking a lot of damage. And he doesn't have any proper traits or anything. So we also want, if we can get some energy going, it would be really nice. Though I think once he gets up, he instantly uses his active. So maybe let's try this. Let's give female Ho to give him some energy. And then we'll do male Lume to not only heal, but see if we can get him to ult earlier. Let's see if we can see this lockdown that we've all been hearing about. Come on. Oh, I wish I had more smoothie. All right. He's in the back line already. He's protected. He's got energy. Male Lume. Oh, here it goes. Check it out. He's binding Male Water and Sun. Oh, but the Male Water and Sun passive took it, I think. Oh, and he died. Oh, darn. That was disappointing. That could have been really epic. If he would have bound Mel Water and Sun and could have kept him bound, that would have been really cool. Do y'all want to try it again? That was pretty cool. Let's give it another shot. Maybe bring her back here. Mel Lume's a little beefier, so I think that'll do well. Or we could do this so the heals are a little stronger. Let's try this. Okay. Ors, we're going to get you. So here we go. The male goes in. He instantly jumps back before all the actives. He's now got the thing on. Yes, here goes the ult. The male Water and Sun's passive eats it again. Oh, and female Lionstone just amplifies them. And my whole team is about to crumble. Oh, we couldn't take the male Water and Sun. There's my female Ho keeping people alive. Hey, my female Quebec just silencing people every once in a while, doing minimal damage. She has no anything. Oh boy, that hurt. Female Ho keeping everybody alive. Male Lume with the 5-second heals. Male Esterier keeping up. Who's he keeping up? Oh, this is a struggle. Oh, female Ho is down. Male Esterier tried to protect people. He's down. Oh, female Quebec is still up, standing. She's kind of got some constitution regen with her active. Oh, male Esterier's back in the fray, and he shields her. He's like, I'm here to protect you. But it's just not enough. Spiderweb, dead. Male Esterier trying his darndest to stay alive, and he is iced. Good job, Ors. Darn you. All right. You think you're so tough? Think you're so cool? Let's try this, Ors. Huh? I won't be bullied by you. Just kidding. Sorry, I do have an advantage, but I'm focusing on the male here. So the male goes back behind the male Water and Sun, who melts from the poison, which makes sense. But now here's the male. He uses his ult oh, he used it on an illusion. So maybe he didn't use it on the male Water and Sun in those other games. He used it on the male Bloom illusion. What a silly, silly dude. There you go, Ors. I just had to raise it up a bit. Alright, but I got a different idea. Cluedo. We're going to go with what we had. But let's have some more fun. Let's bring the female in here. Let's have her see if she can go through the back line with the male. Let's see how they do as a partnership. All right. And if he doesn't use his ult on an illusion, we're fine. So he's taking heavy damage. He gets behind the male water and sun. He's got the male estuary shield on him. There's the ult. Oh, he binds the male water and sun. Look at this. The female hoe throws some protection. Uh-oh. The Phoenix is ulting this. Oh, look, he's ulting again. He might hit male water and sun again. Oh, he hit Phoenix this time. Okay. And he got a little bit of a heal from female hoe. Oh, down goes the male water and sun. Oh, this is a good bet. Okay, he's out of the game. There goes Romulus Fear. She dodged it, I think. She's barely holding on, but she's getting female hoe love right now. Phoenix is about to ult. This could be the end right here. Oh, what a match. That was a good match. I'm happy we all saw that. So look at this. He didn't do that much damage, but remember, he's only level 240. He stayed alive quite a while. So let's see another one. I really am liking that ult. That's fun. Muffmaster, you want to fight? You want to go down? Let's do this. You're up. All right. My male is going to get protected, and he gets behind the male water and sun, which I love it. He's back there. Okay, here comes his ult. He bound the male water and sun. Let's see if he can get enough energy to rebind him really quickly. Uh-oh, the female Lionstone on the opposing team just went off. Oh no, he's immune though. Oh! Male Estuarier ate the damage, but it killed the male Estuarier. Now the male Water and Sun's about to go off and just heal up their entire team. All the work that we tried. My male Estuarier is getting the female Hoe passive. Oh no, our assassin's about to go down. Male Estuarier ult. Oh. Okay, here goes the male Estuarier ult, and then that. Oh, we went down hard. Good job, Muff. You rocked me. Let's look at that damage, though. Look at the male. He was up there. He was able to do a little bit this time. Oh, I'm ranking 1. I'm ranking 2. It can't make up its mind. So let's do some more. Executor. Great player. Good one to like test builds and stuff on. Because look, very meta. You got the female Nereid. You got old school Phoenix. Scarlet's probably about time to drop Scarlet. All right, let's see what we got. They got a male. Ascavar goes down instantly from the female, the new female. She marked. Oh wow, that's a really tough Scarlet. I could see why you haven't benched her yet. The male just bound the male Water and Sun. I think. Nope. Nope. But the female used her ultimate. It didn't really do much. It doesn't seem like it's doing 900% strength as damage. I feel like I'm missing something. So, okay, we're trying to stay in this. The male is down. Their female Nereid is just butchering us from the shadows. There goes my assassin's trying. There goes her ult. She got Phoenix. So now the female Nereid is just eating us alive. Here comes male Estuarier. He's taking the damage for everybody. The female Nereid gets another round in. Male Lume just got a heal off and did a resurrection. If he dies, or who's got the resurrection? I don't see it. Oh, let's see if we can get her finished. Here go the snakes. They don't do anything. Ah. Here goes male Lume. He's going to try to resurrect himself. Oh, yeah, he's coming back, baby. There he is. Oh, but our damage dealer's dead. No, we get another round of it. Male Lume is not going to be able to survive this long enough for male Estuarier to get up back up. Oh, he's up. Look at this. But look, she's using it again. No. All right, male Lume throws his resurrection. He's immune for a little bit of this. There goes male Estuarier soaking up some damage. But male Lume's healing. There. Oh, the win. That was a really well matched match. Executed. Look at all that damage. Oh, my goodness. Male Esterier trying to show his worth, trying to show what he's got. Alright, let's fight a Cluedo here. But we're going to kind of even the match up a little bit so we can see what that male can do. Woo! Alright, we're on. So their female Dire is battling with our female Dire. The male was not protected, so it looks like female Ho got the immunity, which is, I guess, sorry, that female Dire just takes over any match. I got 100 vigor on her. I need to do more. She's awesome. But she just so fast. Just boom, people die. Boom, people dead. Now, if you can interrupt her before she uses her active, you get the advantage in most current metas and most gameplay. Alright, I'm not even gonna... Okay, Pamiar, I think you're gonna mop the floor with me, but let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, the man, oh, no, oh, he's dead already. Everybody's dead already. Oh, check it out. Watch his male SK. His male SK is about to go off and just go to town on my entire team. Look at this. Boom. Boom. That is awesome. I love that skin. And that's the perfect skin for Pamiar because that's like his champion. Literally his champion. So we'll end on a good note. We'll end with the female backup. We'll end with our strong team. And Muff, you beat me earlier, so I just gotta get a little revenge here. So again, kind of some things I'm looking at here is male Ascavarch gives everybody reduction from crowd control effects, and it's even better if you put him in the back because he's guaranteed to help hit people. Because in the middle, sometimes there's lag. But let's do this. This is kind of the group we're trying to fashion here. I know female Dire does well with that extra 25% damage, but she's also getting the circle for male Kojiki where Romulus isn't getting it. And I think he would benefit from that circle as well. So maybe we'll do one more battle against Cluedo here. And let's give everybody some circles, shall we? And see, it's okay if the female assassin doesn't get it because she's just going to teleport right at the beginning anyways. She's in the fray like instantly. And with that is a higher chance of her mark going off from a kill as well. So I can't kill Steph. I will one day again. I don't want to take it out on Cluedo anymore. I would really like a Vruma. If I can get Vruma, I haven't had like any Vrumas here. Mr. Perzy's really good. But Mr. Persy, the thing is anyone with the new Bloodcraft, Fumi, or Fuji, like kills me instantly. Alright, Pamiar, we're going in one more time. You're a star. So think about this. The Romulus's active also increases all damage that people that take it get. So if he's able to get that active off, people are taking more damage from the poison as well. And on top of that, you got the assassin just sneaking around. So she'll never really get like top damage because she's not doing AoE. But if you watch what she's actually doing for the battle, it's really constructive with this group. And so I've tried to come up with other solutions for this, but I think this is the group that I'm going to settle on. Male Kojiki, I kind of wanted something else, but you need people to carry buffs too. And you need to just be able to allow them to survive so that they keep giving the buffs to the people that you got. But I do have a couple theories that I'm going to try here soon. And if they work, it's going to be really fun because I think I'll be able to maybe compete again. Alright, Cluedo, sorry, I gotta get you one more time. I just want to try this out one more time. And then, I was thinking about moving people around. And I think I will, actually. I think I'll go more this route. Because then the people that are amplified by the Romulus active, the female Dire is going to be attacking them directly. And the assassin is still in there as fast as the male Ascavarge is. And so you see that go off. The Romulus just does so much damage. And as soon as I can get his vigor up, he's probably going to be competitive with the female Dire for damage. Oh, wow. Look at the female Nereid over there. Is that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 69 million? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, never mind. 427 million. I was going to say. So, yeah, these are just, such a cool clan. Hopefully, y'all found this video helpful. I'm running a bit longer than I wanted to, but what are you going to do without a long-winded gnome video? Um, Yeah, there's so many fun things to do. And right now, if you're building groups, it goes really well with this Cherish Tree event because look how many of these you get. And the rewards for them are pretty nice. You get some armor tokens, some level 4 gems, or to put in your armor, you actually get some diamonds, pouches. So not too bad. And then for the leaderboard, the ranking rewards are pretty darn good. So even if I finish 20 to 50, I get 5 of these, so I can at least get one level up, maybe 2. And it would be nicer to get the 6 and to get the extra bouquets, but it's not too great. I don't want to waste all my arena tickets in case that fishing event ever comes back. That thing has just such amazing rewards. It's hard to give that up. Actually, I thought of one more quick place that I can show you, maybe highlight the mail a little bit more for you. Let's go. This one's a little bit more obscure. We're going to go to hard mode, and we're going to go to the most recent one and the very last one. So tanks cannot participate in battle. That's okay. Let's do this as a trial. And then we can come down here and grab our mail. And then let's find somebody that, so like I said, I would try female Almat if I reset her. Because I'll do a little experimenting. I don't want to bore you in the video, but someone whose active goes off a lot, like I will use female Kavak. I'll see how this goes. Because she doesn't have any abilities leveled up, and she's honestly pretty weak right now. So let's see what happens. She should at least just jump to safety. He's going to jump behind the lowest. Oh, nice. Come on, buddy. Use your... Ah. See, just need that energy regen. Oh, that's probably why we're not using our ults. Let's try this one again to see what happens with ults. That's perfect if he can use his ult on female Esterir as well. She just lives forever, so you kind of see the results of that. Alright. So we got this dude. And then let's just stick with him. Let's see what he can do. But I really do think teaming him up with a male polar bear, Bjorn Krieger, would be really powerful. Okay, here comes the ult. He gets the female shark. Okay, so she can still attack, it looked like. Here comes again. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. So he should have got some energy back, like 160 energy from that. He just used his active. He didn't steal any of her energy, so I don't know if he evolved. There's the ult, though. That's pretty cool. It bound the whole time. And then there's the fear. And then he uses the active. He should have stolen energy. Maybe the active isn't working as intended with the evolutions. So, Goat Games, if you're watching this, maybe check that out. We'll check it from our enemies. Immune to control. Let's try this one real quick. Same thing, just different champions we'll go against. See if we could notice anything else that's kind of weird. They did get him down pretty low, but you saw. So I don't think he's gaining the energy. I don't think he's stealing the energy with his active when two people have died. So he damaged them, they died. I saw him lose energy though, the 32 energy. So the active energy drain is working. But so he should have evolved one time so far. Oh, twice. He should have evolved twice so far. So he should steal that energy. There's the ultimate. I didn't see 160 energy, but I'll look. I see and he's getting 100 energy for the kill. So there's the ultimate, just squeezing her down. She's immune. So he didn't steal any energy that I could see. Huh. Yeah, this is a tough one. I just dislike it when champions come out, they're broken, like female Kavak. The developers never finished female Kavak, which is a shame because we screamed and we moaned that whenever she used her ult, it was supposed to refresh her active, and it never did that. Oh, hey, I can challenge real quick. There's a challenge left. So let's try it with the new guy. Let's see what happens. If I can get it in time. There he is. Let's let's go. Here we are. Cool. I meant to go to the challenge, but I forgot that okay, let's enable the ult. So he jumps around. Let's. I want to see if this ult. So okay, there's the energy decrease on the enemy. I saw the 32s go, and he can't evolve in this because no one's gonna die after taking his damage. But what's nice is you could see that the active is taking off the energy. Oh, we can pair this up with female Alma and see if it's actually reducing it correctly. So it's 32 a hit during the active. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. All four of the hits take off. It actually says that it's 32 a second. So I don't know if that's all I think it's just 32 a second going off there. So cool champion. I think if you can maximize them to keep people bound in the ultimate, like I said, pairing that with the polar bear, if you like to use warriors and assassins, then that could be a great pairing for him. We went over that what you probably need is an energy regen. You want his ult to go off as much as possible. You want to get as much energy as possible. You, yeah, the name of the game is just ult, 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 ult. Because it's all true damage, so it's really powerful. Again, he's a really good pair up too with, or I guess the female we were talking about with the female Kochiki. So hey, I got a challenge in, but I'm gonna try another one. I'm gonna bring him in with the female Amat, and we can test. I think she's got maximum to her ultimate, so we can just test to see what happens here. If she amplifies them, that'll be really neat. So there goes both of their energy drains. So she's going to ult right now. And then there's his ult. She dodged it. Now, okay, his energy drain was not amplified while he had the Gravekeeper effect. Y'all could see that, right? The little cube was above his head, and he did the jump behind, and it was not impacted. So that's broken. Just another reason to not go for him unless they fix that. So you could see that the Gravekeeper effect affected female Almat's active. It went from 120 to 180, but for his, he had no increase in energy drain. So keep that in mind if you're trying to pair these players up, is that he's broken with that. And I don't know if his second evolution is working, or I don't even know if his crit for his first evolution is working. So maybe testing that out at some point would be nice as well. Just to see if he's critting more after someone dies and he hits them. So this was good test right here to see that it's not affect. If that affected him, if it was 60 per second extra, oh my god. Because it says every time an enemy takes energy drain, basically. And if that affected his, oh wow. That would be so powerful. It'd be, what's it go up to at the maximum? It's a lot. Oh, 50 a second. So it'd be 110 a second for a total of 440. Wow. That would be nuts. No, I would definitely pair them together if that was the case. So, and let's get one more challenge in that I think could go well. Remember, we wanted to see the female Kivak. Just see if we can get his active going off non-stop, basically. So let's put female Ho in there, giving him energy. And then maybe, oh, she's not going to be using her active a lot. And let's just throw a couple defenders in there. There we go. Let's see how it goes. So he should be getting energy from female Ho. There goes his active. Let's see when it goes off again. Everybody's using their actives. He uses his ult, and now maybe he should use his active again. There it goes. Okay. So he used it again pretty quick. So maybe it's kind of set up that he can basically do active ult, active ult. And remember, his passive goes off every time he uses his act. There's his active again. And if he is paired with the female, and her active is going off because her passive is going off, like that could be a really strong pairing for the male and female to be on a team. And if you have like the female Kavak going off at the same time, you just have a lot of actives going off. Oh, they're definitely taking out this champion. Let's go. You could see he's just bouncing everywhere. He's got plenty of energy to keep the ult rolling. Oh yeah, remember the other thing that would be cool to see is if his ultimate is affected by the polar bear ultimate. So maybe we'll do some of that testing on the next video, but I would have to level up the polar bear's ult, and you want to have it at 15 so you can make sure that it's the correct counting, because you got to count the amount of seconds that it is. Let's look on here. Hey, look at that. Look at the male here. Now he got attack speed from female Ho, but look at that. Look how great that is. He defeated level 700 Kivak. And he almost beat the female Ho, who's got gear. I don't think she has any gems, but she's all level 15 skills. And so consider this guy. He does true damage. He can synergize heavily with teams. You want teams that have a lot of active abilities. You want teams that also can either give him energy. That's nice, like female Ho. I thought female Ho with male Estrier was doing pretty well there. So there's a lot of options. I think it's a great clan. I think you can go for either one, just depending what your teams need. Now, if you See, if you have the fear and the bind, those will help your male water and sun. So if you're going to have the go for the male, maybe putting them on a male water and sun team in there somewhere, that could have nice synergy with him because then he's going to be getting those heals. Remember, he's taking a lot of damage. And so for me, I'd probably put him with male Lume too, so that he could ult sooner. He could go off when male Lume dispels. And you could have him with Fumi, or this Bloodcraft, I keep forgetting his name. Hmm. Fuki. Fuji. Furu. Furu. Jeez. Okay, I'll remember that. So there's a couple combinations with all that. You could even put them with the new Guardian because the new Guardian benefits from control, and this guy seems to be all about control and attacking the enemy with the weakest constitution, and then more control. So yeah, really consider that. That could be really fun. And for the female, we're looking at you want her to go off early, so you want some Pure Heart, maybe some Plume Dance to add to the crit damage since her clan trait gives extra crit. So then that'll just have her critting all over the place. I definitely have Brutal. I have Fierce just because I wanted her to get the kills quicker, but I might go with something else. I might increase her crit some more because if you think of the Wukong, the Monkey Clan, um, Shura's Avatar, I think it's called, Shinra's Avatar. It whenever you use an active or an ultimate, then you get additional crit damage. And so putting that right here, because she's always using her active, and I want her to always be using her ult. So I think for the energy harness, she doesn't seem to really need energy harness because she's immune for 5 seconds. So enemies are all targeting other champions. So she has a little bit of an advantage there. And if she has the male Kojiki's passive on her, then that means that when he heals, when his ultimate goes off, she's going to get healed. She's going to have an increased attack speed, and then she's going to have a bunch of extra damage, including the marked target taking 45% more damage from her. So I'm thinking the extra crit damage here for Fierce, because the extra crit damage I think is 33 a cast. It stacks 2 times, so an extra like 65% crit damage, as opposed to 25% extra damage all the time. Yeah, I think it'll be better because she has the Serpent's Wrath, and we want to rely on that crit rate bonus. So that's 16.8% on top of I think she has 40%. So she has like over half the time she's crit. Yeah, she's got 41. So she's critting a whole lot. And so another one we could give her is Predator Blade, which gives her a crit rate increase, which could be handy, but I don't know. I think I'll do Shinra's Avatar, Shura's Avatar. And then instead of Pure Heart, I really did want to go Pure Heart so she could get the jump by throwing those snakes out because I really do think the snakes are going to change battles. If you get those that 900% strength damage plus up to 50% more if they're at least 30%, I think she'll just be able to finish people off that have the mark and be able to continue on to the next victim. Because remember, it ignores strength resistance and it increases by 50% based on the constitution and the max at 30%. So, and if the target's killed, the snakes keep swarming. So she has that Soul Keeper ability to keep bouncing. And don't forget that poison is really strong. It makes it where they can't be healed. So the target that she's focusing on is basically the target that just needs to take a bombardment of damage. And that includes from the Romulus is active. So that's kind of where I have that. And I'm going to get her some more vigor. We'll try to get her up closer to 10,000 strength, or sorry, 10 million. that would be really helpful. I think all my big hitters here have pretty close to that. Let's see. He's got, yep, he's about the same as her. And then female Nereid. Oh, really close. So I just need to get a little bit more going on that. And that's funny because I have all strength gems on her. So that's pretty funny. Yeah. Anyhow, that's the Serpentide video. If you like this video and my rambling, give it a like. If it's something that you want to get caught up on all the new or old clans, but I'll be making new videos of them, then give me a subscribe and bell notification if you want to see them right as they come out, so you can participate during the event. We still have, let's see, we still have a little less than 2 days. So if you watch this video as soon as I get it out here and uploaded, then you have a little bit more time to decide which champion you want to go with based on the gameplay that I just showed you. So thanks a bunch. If you're interested in coming over to our server, hit us up on Discord. You can also hit Steph up, but you can also hit up Grawl. All people that can kind of talk to you or get you in. We're just a friendly guild. Might end up doing some moves at the end of the season, but if you like our atmosphere and you're a strong player and you want to move with us, then that opportunity can exist as well. So anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sorry I didn't have any more Valley of Conquerors to show you, but we're being swarmed by a bully, so go figure. And Go Games, please fix the things that we talked about in this if you watch it. If you watch this recording, it'd really help out a bunch. So hopefully everybody enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.